This is my review on Mind Hacking Happiness by Sean Webb, and I just wanted to say a few things about it while it's still on my mind. The book was amazing. I walked into it as a skeptic, thinking this is just going to be another sit in the corner and chant hum buck buck, happy feelings, unicorns and rainbows, and it wasn't. It wasn't. To my complete surprise, you sat there and explained the equation of happiness part by part and went into detail using a lot of anecdotal evidence, stories from your life, including one of your uncle's at the very end there, and I felt that one was a very powerful story. If you read that book for nothing else, I would definitely recommend those last few chapters. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, and I'm not going to give away everything here, but the equation of happiness is simply your expected preference, or your preferred expectation, I should say, as it measures against your preference. And that will determine your reaction. And how adverse of a reaction you have is completely determined by where the preference lands on your self map. And he goes into details about what is a self map and what qualifies as a preference, which, surprise, surprise, is everything. We have a preference that when we take a bite of chocolate, it will taste delicious. That when we eat a milk dud, it will be nice and crunchy and delicious and not one of those stale ones. But where these things fall on our self map determines how big or small a reaction we give it. Whereas, if our preference is met by our perception, then we have a positive reaction. Whereas if our preference is not met by our perception, we may have a negative reaction. All in all, 10 out of 10 on the book. I only read the first one so far. I most certainly am about to start the second one. And I recommend listening to the book audibly, because on Audible or another service like that, because he reads it himself and he puts that same amount of energy that he used to write it into reading it, and he talks very conversationally in the book. I honestly recommend you sit down with this and you have a pen and paper. He gives a lot of reading material. He cites a lot of other people. A few of them I have read the books that he cited, and he cites people that he agrees and disagrees with. And honestly, I felt like he did an amazing job on the book. Thank you for your service. And yeah, honestly, 10 out of 10. I'm going to start the next book, and you can expect a review on that one as well. Thank you.